Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man. So a few weeks ago, I was watching this anime YouTuber called Bob Samurai, who I occasionally watch because he really gives, insightful rants and whatnot, and I personally am a big fan of his stuff. If you're watching this Bob, then hi. In one of his videos called Violence and Sex Does Not Make an Anime Mature, and I thought it was a really interesting topic, and I wanted to share a couple of thoughts on that topic myself, so I guess this is like a video response. First video response, I guess, so yeah, here you go. But in his video, he was talking about how people think, especially like minor viewers or like the younger viewers of nowadays, or people who watch anime on the surface level, think that the more violent and the more sexual an anime series is, the more mature it is because it has so-called mature themes that modern media describe as mature. And sure, if a movie or like an anime series has, like a lot of plot or, a lot of just blood splattering everywhere, then sure, it can be seen as, not very suitable for the minor audience or a younger audience, and therefore it becomes a mature anime. But there are way too many people out there who are judging anime on that surface level of, because it is more violent than, say, the mainstream anime of now, or, the anime that is classified as shonen or shoujo, therefore it becomes a mature anime. It becomes seinen anime. And we can really see that nowadays with the different kinds of anime series that are starting to become mainstream. You know the ones I'm talking about, like Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul, Parasite, all those big series that are slowly starting to become what we call the mainstream anime series, or part of the mainstream, because it either has a good story, or it's relatable, or everyone can enjoy it. Different kinds of age brackets can enjoy it, and I personally love all those kinds of series, so I have no problems with such things. The one problem I do have though with those kinds of series becoming coming into the mainstream, or coming part of what is classified under the mainstream anime umbrella, is that especially minor viewers think that just because Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan is a lot more violent than, say, the modern mainstream anime like One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, therefore those kinds of series become mature anime, and therefore they become a mature viewer of anime. To that I say, bullshit. Now, I guess the way that we define a mature series is really a series that younger kids will not relate to, will not understand, or will not enjoy, and are more suited towards the older or the adult viewers. Now, if we follow by that classic definition, right there and there, I do not believe that Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan and Parasite are mature anime, because how many 14-year-olds have seen the three that I just mentioned? Probably a lot of you guys, right? And I can think of heaps of series off the top of my head that do not rely on the hyper-violence and the hypersexuality. In other words, the kind of surface level of genre, and still be a seriously mature anime series. Anime series that a younger audience will not quite understand and is way suited towards the older audience. Series like Ergo Proxy, Serial Experiments Lane, Aku no Hana, Shinsekai Yori. There are so many anime series out there that use adult themes, but not necessarily adult themes concerning violence and sex to make it mature. In my honest and humble opinion, I believe that blood and sex is only an illusion to make it seem like the series is mature. But if you look at it from beneath the surface level, these kinds of what we call mature anime series, like Tokyo Ghoul, Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Parasite, they're really not mature, if you think about it. And I'm going to prove that with arguments that people have said about the opposite, about how those kinds of series are mature and other mainstream anime like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach are not. First argument I always see is, Tokyo Ghoul, Attack on Titan, Parasite are deemed in the seinen anime genre, while anime series like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail are deemed in the shonen anime genre. Now, if you guys don't know, shonen and seinen are two different types of genres in anime. Shonen literally meaning younger boy, seinen meaning older boy. Therefore, shonen series are more suited towards the younger audience, while seinen series are more suited towards an older audience. Makes sense, right? But I think the shonen and seinen genre is the biggest load of shit. It's not a genre, in my opinion. It is the most generalistic and most broad term that you could give to an anime series. Like, A shonen anime could literally cover any genre. You know, romance, action, supernatural, horror, psychological, mecha, cyberpunk. You know, there are so many genres that can fit into both the shonen and the seinen genre. So I don't think it's right to determine whether an anime series is mature or not based on this shonen versus seinen argument. Because let's be honest here, how is, you know, series like One Piece and Naruto seen as shonen, therefore, you know, more younger audience watches it, and series like Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan seen as seinen, as in an older audience watches it, when if you look at the demographic of all of those series, they're all pretty much watched by all age brackets, both young and old. So really, younger audiences are watching both seinen and shonen, and older audiences are doing the same. They're not being pulled into the shonen and seinen bullshit. Is it because they don't have a complicated storyline? Bullshit. Yes, you may argue that One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach may not have complicated storylines, but if you think about it, Attack on Titan and Tokyo Ghoul don't have a very unique or interesting or complicated storyline either. They're pretty much the same if you look at it kind of deeply and look at all the factors that determine their storyline. So it's not about the storyline that makes it mature. Is it because in shonen anime there are way too many power-ups and there are way too many rescue missions? I call bullshit. Yeah, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach may have a lot of power-ups and a lot of rescue missions, but so does Attack on Titan and Tokyo Ghoul. In fact, the majority, like 99% of Attack on Titan and 99% of Tokyo Ghoul is power-ups and rescue missions. Well then maybe it's because at One Piece, Naruto, Bleach isn't as violent or sexual. To that I also call bullshit. If you guys have read the manga for series like Bleach, that shit gets violent. The only reason they toned it down in the anime series is because they were aiming it towards this bullshit shonen age bracket, when in actual fact, all age brackets watch all of these kinds of series. So really, if you look at it like that, it's pretty much the same. And concerning sexuality, have you seen the bust sizes on series like Fairy Tail and One Piece? Yeah. There's a lot of plot involved in that, just as much as all the other seinen series out there. So, what makes an anime mature and not mature? I think this really depends on the personal, like, your own definition of the word mature and immature and what factors determine if an anime series is mature and immature. But in my opinion, my honest opinion, I think what makes an anime series mature and not immature is how deep a storyline can get, how deep the plot can get, and how characters interact with the plot and grow from the plot. Things like theming, concepts, character interaction between the story and other characters is really the only defining factors between what makes something that adults enjoy more than kids and vice versa. And not surface level stuff like violence and sex. And that's not to say that series like Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan are bad, or series like One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach are bad. In fact, I love all of those series. My argument about this is that we should stop critiquing how mature or immature or how good or bad an anime series gets because of how much or how little violence, sex, and other top layer analysis and theming that the respective anime series has. As an anime reviewer and ranter myself, I think it's really important to look beyond the surface level, look into the concepts, look into the theories, look into the kind of theming and characters and all these kinds of nitty-gritty stuff that make the backbone of an anime story or an anime character, and determine from there and how all of those interact with each other whether an anime series is mature or immature. But hey, if you don't want to look at anime in that kind of analytic, critical way, then that's completely understandable. You don't like a series because it has a lot of sex? That's totally fine. You don't like an anime series because it has a lot of violence? That's totally fine. Everyone has their personal preferences. I just personally find it annoying when a 13-year-old kid goes like, yeah, I'm a mature anime watcher. I watched all of Attack on Titan and Parasite and the 2 seasons of Tokyo Ghoul all by myself, and I'm only 12. Therefore, I'm a mature anime watcher. Yeah, kid, try going through and watching Serial Experiments Lain, Technolize, Shinsekai Yori, Ghost in the Shell, and try and say the same thing again. If you can, then cool, you made a point. But if you don't, I suggest you wait till you're a little bit older. What do you think about this, guys? Do you personally get annoyed by this kind of stuff? And how do you determine whether an anime series is mature or immature? Also, let me know if you consider yourself a mature anime watcher or you don't consider yourself a mature anime watcher, and tell me why and why not, and if you completely agree or disagree with the things that I said. I love to hear all those kinds of opinions, guys. Let me know all that shit in the comments below. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Always like, pray if you enjoy, subscribe for an banner. See you guys next video, whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Ciao!